Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the design of axially loaded short column with minimum eccentricity requirement. A reinforced concrete column is said to be subjected to an axial load when line of resultant thrust of load supported by column is coincide with the line of CG of column in the longitudinal direction. Depending upon the architectural requirements and the load to be supported, reinforced concrete column may be cast in various shapes such as square, hexagonal, octagonal or circular. Columns of L shape or T shape are also sometimes used in a multi-story building. The longitudinal bar in column helps to bear the load in combination with the concrete. These bars are uniformly spaced along the perimeter of column as near the surface as permissible. The longitudinal bar held in position by transverse reinforcement or lateral binders. The binders prevent displacement of longitudinal bar during the concreting operation and also check the tendency of their buckling outwards under the load. While designing axially loaded reinforced concrete column, there are 5 assumptions were made. So, according to IS code 456-2000, clause number 39.1, first assumption were made was the maximum compressive strain in concrete in axial compression is taken as 0.002. Second is strain in concrete and steel are equal. Third is the column is short. Fourth is stresses in steel governed by characteristic stress-strain curve of steel in compression. The stress-strain curve of steel in compression is same as in tension. And last one is the maximum compressive strain at the highly compressed extreme fiber in concrete is subjected to axial compression and bending. And when there is no tension on section shall be 0.0035 minus 0.75 times strain at the least compressed extreme fiber. Reinforced concrete axially loaded short column is basically divided into two types. So as per IS 456-2000, they were given two equations. First equation is for equation for short axially loaded tied column. So as per clause number 39.3 of IS 456-2000, when the eccentricity does not exceed 0.05 times the lateral dimensions, the member may be designed by using following equation. So equation is given by PU is equal to 0.4 FCK AC plus 0.67 FY ASC, where PU is factored axial load on the member, FCK is characteristic compressive strength of the concrete, AC is area of concrete, Fy is characteristic strength of the compression reinforcement, and ASC is area of longitudinal reinforcement for the column. Second equation is given for axially loaded column with helical tiles. So as per IS 456-2000 clause number 39.4, PU is given by 1.05 times 0.4 FCK AC plus 0.67 FY into ASC. Let us take an example. So question is, design an axially loaded column 400 mm by 450 mm pin at both ends with an unsupported length of 3 meters for carrying axial service load of 200 kN. Use M20 and Fe415. So given data is width of section is 400 mm, depth of the section is 450 mm, the unsupported length is given which is 3 meters, FCK is given which is 20 Newton per meter mm square, force is given which is 2000 kilonewton, and Fy is 415 Newton per mm square, and we have to find area of steel reinforcement. Solution. Step number 1 is to check for minimum eccentricity. As per AS 456/2000, clause number 25.4, E minimum, that is minimum eccentricity, is given by L by 500 plus D by 30, where L stands for unsupported length of column and D stands for effective depth. With the help of this formula, we will get E minimum is equal to 21 mm, or as per thumb rule, which is given by AS 456, 20 mm. Choose 21 mm and 20 mm, whichever is greater. So E minimum is equal to 21 mm. Next is to find out eccentricity maximum, which is given by 0.05 times D. Here D is equal to effective depth of column, which is 450 mm. Here E minimum is less than E max, therefore the formula given for axial load is applicable. Step number 2 is to find factored load. Factored load is given by 1.5 times working load. Working load is 2000 kilonewton, hence we will get factored load is equal to 3000 kilonewton. Next step is we have to find the longitudinal reinforcement. As per AS 456/2000, clause number 39.3, longitudinal reinforcement is given by PU is equal to 0.4 FCK AC plus 0.67 FY times ASC. We have value of AG. AG is nothing but gross cross-sectional area of a column, which is given by multiplication of B and D. Next step is to find out area of concrete. Area of concrete can be calculated by using the formula AG minus ASC. Here AG is nothing but area, gross cross-sectional area of a column, and ASC is area of steel in compression. With the help of this, we can find out value of area of steel in compression zone, that is area of longitudinal reinforcement. We are going to use 32 mm 5 bars, so number of bars will be calculated by using formula area of steel in compression divided by area of a single bar. We will get 7.2 number of bars. We have to round up this value up to 8. So provide 8 bars of 32 mm bar as an longitudinal steel. In next step, we have to find area of steel bar which is provided in a column. In next step, we have to find percentage of steel which is to be provided in a column, which is given by ASC provided divided by B into D multiplied by 100. ASC provided is 6434 divided by B is 450 and D is 400. With the help of this, we can find out value of PT, which is 3.6%, which is less than 6% for a longitudinal reinforcement, hence safe. In next step, we have to find the spacing of steel, which is given by B minus 2 times cover minus 5 divided by 2. In next step, we have to find out transverse steel. For transverse steel, refer clause number 25.5.3.2 of page number 49 of AS 456/2000. There are two criteria given for this transverse steel. First criteria is diameter of link or lateral ties should not be less than 1/4 of diameter of largest longitudinal bar. Diameter of longitudinal bar is 32 mm. Hence, diameter of lateral ties which is to be provided is 8 mm. Second criteria is diameter should not be less than 6 mm. In next step, we have to find spacing of lateral ties. There are three number of criteria are given. First criteria is least lateral dimensions, that is B, which is 400. Second criteria is 16 times diameter of longitudinal bar, and third one is 300 mm. With the help of these three criteria, we have to choose the smaller value. Hence, spacing is equal to 300 mm. Therefore, provide lateral ties of 8 mm phi at 300 mm center to center. And last step is detailing. In next lecture, we are going to start axially loaded column which is subjected to uniaxial bending. Thank you.